Caleb Holt is a big time prospect, five-star guard in the class of 2026. And there is some momentum for Caleb Holt with the Kentucky Wildcats. They just had an in-home visit with Caleb Holt this week. They sent the full staff, I believe, and some quotes from Caleb's family ended up making their way to KSR. Shout out Jacob Polachek with KSR, who has the full breakdown on that. Go subscribe to On3 and read that full update if you'd like it. But yeah, you can see that Kentucky seems to be swooping in, trying to prioritize this kid. Five-star stud, the third rated player on 24/7's composite, the number one shooting guard in the class of 2026. And he's got big time game, big time size too. 6'5", 200-pound guard that just sort of pops off physically on the screen when you watch him. He is not only trending with Kentucky. Apparently, Houston has also just set up a visit with Caleb Holt, and that visit is slated for the beginning of next week. I'm sure there's plenty of schools that aren't Houston and Kentucky that would love the services of Caleb Holt as well. But those are the two that are trending at least this week, Cart. Let's start broadly. What's your breakdown of Caleb Holt? How good is he?
I love Caleb Holt. I love Caleb Holt because I think he's very complete. Like a lot of these high school kids are extremely talented, but some of them don't play hard. Some of them don't compete defensively. Caleb Holt does that. I think he not only is one of the more talented players in the class, obviously given his ranking and his five-star ranking, he's just as good on the other end of the floor. Like he is a two-way monster, in my opinion, at the guard spot, which I don't know if you get necessarily with top guards usually in high school basketball. He already looks the part of, he's big, strong, like you stated, 6'5", athletic. Um, Also, he just looks super strong for being a high school kid. And I just think he affects the game so much on both ends of the floor. Um, I got crazy comps for Caleb Holt that I'm going to leave inside right now, but I'll get to him by the end of the video. I want to end with it.
Yeah, I'm excited to get to those because I knew you would. Just from sometimes I watch film on a kid and I come with a comp, sometimes I don't, but sometimes I watch and I'm like, Carter's gonna say something crazy about this
Yeah,
kid. Caleb Holt is one of those ones. I think he's just like, you know how like you're a golfer, right?
one could say I play golf.
You play golf. I mean, you got a polo on. You're going to a tee time after this. It's a
Yeah.
golf polo, by the way. It looks nice, by the way.
Thank you.
So we both play golf, and my approach, like most golfers, even recreational golfers, have like a golf ball of choice. What golf balls do you normally play?
TaylorMade.
Yeah, you TaylorMade guy. I've been like a Callaway guy at times. I've been a Titleist guy at times. Some people even just like go pluck balls from anywhere. I'll hit this ball that I found in the trees, right? That's the
I do
Jerome
that. I do that as
Tang.
well.
That's the Jerome Tang approach, you could say. For this metaphor, Caleb Holt is a Pro V1. That's what he is.
Like,
And you just watch the film and he's just better than everybody else. Now, I don't know if he's going to end up like the number one player in this class, but like I can't imagine there's a better shooting guard anywhere in the class of 2026. There's not. He's the number one guy. Now you're going to need to pay a little extra penny just like you do for Pro V1s to get Caleb Holt. And I think he's going to have his choice of many schools that will do that. But I love watching him because he has this move. Do you know what I'm about to say? What his move is that constantly pops on film? We interrupt this sleepers video to tell you about an offer from Underdog Fantasy. Cart, you love Underdog Fantasy, correct?
of course I do. Can I have a moment real quick?
Please. Thank you for that. In fact, I'm going to cut you off because our listeners like when we keep these short and sweet. Underdog Fantasy. Sign up as a new user, use promo code SLEEPERS, get bonus funds up to $1,000, 50% of your deposit match. The NBA playoffs are rocking right now. I played Underdog last week with a Cade Cunningham line. I'm looking forward to doing it throughout the entire first round of the NBA playoffs, but there's more. You can place picks on golf. You can place picks on baseball. You can place picks on the NHL playoffs that are rocking right now. Join Underdog Fantasy, promo code SLEEPERS. Support this show so that we can keep bringing videos to you. Back to the video.
Oh, so the one that I watched, a lot of it is like him just playing off 2 feet, like when he gets to the hole and kind of like I'm bigger. I'm gonna put both my shoulders into you, and I'm gonna make this.
So he's just a completely relentless rim pressure guard.
Hmm.
And the move that gets him there that I love most, that I saw everywhere, is this like spin move where he's spinning while driving, still keeping his dribble, and then all of a sudden is just like at the rim elevating through contact. But I don't know, like even in the NBA playoffs the other day, we watch our Pistons play. Asar Thompson had this spin move that was just like so quick and explosive, and the defense like looked like they didn't even know what happened. Caleb Holt is like doing that consistently. Like he has the ball, all of a sudden he's spinning, all of a sudden he's wide open at the rim. And I don't really know how you stop it with how big his frame is. One note that I wanted to make is he's been involved in a lot of the Team USA stuff, as you would expect for a kid this highly rated. But one of the Team USA teams that he was on was that team that got the billing of arguably the best Team USA team ever. And when you look at that roster, it was Team USA U17, and it included AJ DeBanza, the Boozer twins, Kai and Anthony, Elijah Arenas, Taj Ariza, all these studs, and Caleb Holt, who was playing up a grade level. All those other guys are studs that are a year older than him, that are going to be in college basketball now, likely in the NBA draft a year from now. Caleb Holt, being a year younger, was like good enough to still make a huge impact on that team. So I think if he was even a year earlier here, if he was in the class of 2025, he'd be a top 10 kid. Everyone would adore him. But with one more year of prep basketball, there's still a lot of growing to do for what he could be.
Yeah, winner, polish, also like very good. Like I don't. Sometimes I feel like we throw out like that polished, solid word like to as a a downside to his talent and his skill level. No, he has that with all that with it. Kind of like hard to nitpick at what he doesn't necessarily do well.
Yeah, he just seems very complete, which is rare
Yes.
to say about a rising high school senior. But here we are. All right, it's that time for your crazy comps. What do you got?
I think my bid on this one is I'm gonna text you a picture of who I think he is.
I have a name in my head that I think you're going to go to, but the guy I'm thinking of is smaller than this guy.
So the guy I'm thinking about is bigger than this guy by a little bit, but it's who I get vibes of.
Okay, so you and I are not on the same page yet. We'll see what you send me. Whoa! Okay. I don't hate it. You want to unveil it?
Jimmy Butler.
I don't hate it.
I get a lot like Jimmy Butler's like 6'7" though, so Caleb Holt's not that. But just like the ultra competitive two-way, I'm a winner, F you, you can't mess with me. Has a lot of like the 2 foot stuff that Jimmy has, like in the mid range and getting to the hoop, a little bit of athleticism. I that's what I saw.
I approve.
Let's go.
I really like that. It's also not as crazy as I thought you were going to go to. You were making it seem like it was just an insane name. That's not insane.
I like to just prepare myself, this
Yeah,
little
sure.
leeway.
I thought when you were saying it's insane, I thought you were going to say D Wade.
That's not bad.
I mean the way he like spins fluidly
Oh,
through
that's
shit.
okay. Dead ass though. That's not that out of maybe not as bouncy as D Wade because D Wade is a crazy athlete, but
Right.
like a lot of that 2 foot spin stuff, yeah,
So all we're doing here is comparing him to the best Marquette guards of all time.
and Heat players.
Is Marquette after Caleb Holt?
Shaka should be.
I don't know. That seems a little out of their grade these days, doesn't it?
It probably is.
Yeah. All right. Kentucky bound, you think? I mean, Houston's not the team I'd want to see if I'm Kentucky prioritizing Caleb Holt.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to see that either. He would be really good at Houston too.
He'd be really, really good. If you were Caleb Holt, where would you be wanting to go?
Him and Samson make a lot of sense.
Yeah, they really do.
Yeah, honestly, not like pushing other Samson out, but like first recruit of new Samson coach is like he's bringing in Holt. And also, I think Houston too might be shifting to like now they're gonna get like elite talent on top of it. They
Yeah, it
got
feels
Shanak coming in this year. They got Fleming coming in as well. Like maybe they just shift to like we're gonna lock down elite high school players.
It does feel like we're going that direction.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really does. All right, folks, there you have it. Love Caleb Holt. We'll continue covering this recruitment as it progresses.